Now let's understand how we can incorporate BDD with your normal Selenium projects. So first of all, we're going to make a Maven project. So we'll go to File, New, Project. If you have option of Maven, you can choose Maven project. I'm right now selecting the one. So I'll click on Maven project, click on Next. Create simple project, click on Next. Here I'm going to name the project. So let's say project name is Cucumber e-commerce. Artifact ID is Cucumber. I'm naming it as shopping and we'll click on finish. As soon as you click on finish, you will see one project got created with the artifact ID over here. So name is Cucumber. As per the structure, guys, as we know in Maven project, you get by default two folders, main Java and test Java. Main Java is mostly for developers and test Java is for testers. This is how Maven's structure organization is. So I'm going to delete this main resource. Guys, there is no problem in keeping these folders over here, but just unnecessary. It's making my code look a little more clumsy. So I'm just taking these folders out, test resource and main resource. So you can delete them. All right, so we are left with this main Java and test Java. We do have pom.xml. Guys, you must know what is Maven project, what is pom.xml. If you have no idea about that, you can refer my framework videos. In that, it is already discussed that what is pom.xml. So what we need to do first is, if you want to use Cucumber, we are supposed to add Cucumber Eclipse plugin into it so that we can get good feature files. Color convention is there. We can add multiple step definition and multiple feature files. For these extra features, it's a good idea to add Cucumber Eclipse plugin. How to do that? We'll go to Help. In Help, we'll go to Eclipse Marketplace. Once you're in, it's going to take some time to get uploaded. So here we will type Cucumber. Search for it. You can hit on enter button. You will see Cucumber Eclipse plugin. You can click on install over here. Guys, I've already installed it. If you have not installed it, you will see something like this, install. And it's going to be a clickable button. You can click on that. It will ask you some license to accept. You can accept those license and then it will ask you to restart your Eclipse IDE. So it might ask you whether you want to install it. There will be option called install anyway. You can click on install anyway. Accordingly, you can follow the instructions on the screen. Once it is installed, it will ask you to restart your Eclipse IDE. So once your Eclipse IDE is restarted, you will have Cucumber inside it. But now we will go ahead with the dependencies to be added into pom.xml. Now, what are the dependencies we require? That I'll let you know. First of all, here you will write dependencies. You will see closing tag will be created automatically. Guys, we have created simple project. You will not see dependencies tag by default over there. So you can write down dependencies here and closing tag will be created by default. Here we're going to add all the dependencies related to Cucumber. So first we're going to type Maven repository in our browser. Go to your Maven repository. Here first we will type Cucumber. Click on search. Cucumber JVM Java. This dependency we're going to open. We will open this version over here. Copy this code. So Control C. Go to pom.xml. And here we will paste it. So this is our first dependency. So we'll go here. Here you can type Selenium. And you can take this plugin of Selenium Java because anyhow, when we have to create the step definition file, we will be creating it with the help of Selenium. So all our beta and alpha versions, we're going to go to the stable version over here. Click on this. Take this dependency, copy it. And we'll go to pom.xml. We're going to paste it over here. Next dependency, we're going to take off JUnit. So we'll again go to Maven repository, type JUnit here. So you will pick this JUnit. We're going to take most stable version. So I'm going to take this one. Copy this and paste it over here. This is going to be more than enough. So we need these plugins over here. So mainly these plugins are required for the basic functionality. If you want reporting, you can have Cucumber reporting also, but these are main dependencies which you require. After this, you can refresh it. You can refresh your project. So we'll click on build project or refresh your project. So once it is done, we're going to go ahead with feature file first. So feature file is an entry point to start any Cucumber project or framework, because feature file is the entry point. First, your feature file will get executed, then it will go to step definition. And if you have multiple feature files, then it will go to test runner. And from test runner, feature will be executed. From feature, step definition will be executed. So here, we will first create feature file. So in your test Java, you can right click, create a new package. I'm just going to name it as feature. Finish. In feature package, I'm going to create feature file. So for that, you will go to others. So when you go to new, from new, you will go to other. Here you will choose file, and name of the file will be, let's say, features, let's say shopping dot feature. So extension of the file should be feature. So click on finish. Our feature file is created. Look at this. Because we have added Cucumber from Eclipse Marketplace. That's why it's coming with all the color conventions over here. So it's showing us the example of feature file here. This is the example of feature file. That this is how the feature file should be. Now, in this feature file, if you see by default, this is the template of the feature file. You can change it according to your requirement. Now, let's understand what is the scenario and what are the requirements, guys. Let's relate it with BDD approach. Now, product owner or business analyst got requirement from the client that clicking on sign up should open this tab, and you can fill up your username and password in it. And after filling up username and password, when you click on sign up, you should get one dialog box. If it is empty, this error should be there. If it is not empty, it should tell you that you are signed up. So this is how the requirement is. Now, product owners, developers, and testers, all these three amigos will sit together, understand these requirements. They will start making scenarios on top of it. So these scenarios will be now written in feature file. So I'll show you how we write it here. So here it's written feature. So I'm going to just update this thing. So feature, let's say my feature is sign up button testing. So I'm testing this feature, sign up button. You will be writing one scenario here. So guys, you can remove it, you can keep it. This is just a template given to you. I'm just removing this @ tag. And my scenario is clicking on sign up button on home page. This is my scenario for which I'm writing the test cases. Given means your precondition. I want to write a step with precondition. So given means your precondition. Guys, if you have multiple precondition, you can accommodate and here. So and can be accommodated anywhere. Anything, if you want to write more than once, you can write down and over there. So you can combine your precondition with and, you can combine your steps with and, you can combine with your expected results with and. So this is how it works. So given is my precondition. My precondition is user must be on home page. So user must be on home page of this website. Let me just clear it. So user should be on home page of this website. So this is my precondition. Now, in given, you will write down the precondition that I should be on home page. You can also write down that user should be on home page by clicking on this URL. So you can give URL also over there. So I'm going to write in by clicking on URL, and here in inverted quotes, I'm giving URL. So let's say this is my URL. Now, if you have any other precondition, you can use this. If you don't have, you can remove this block over here. When. Now, when is your action? Action is, let's say, when I am on this page, what I want to do, user clicks on sign up button. And if you have any other action to specify, you can use and again. I don't have any, I'm removing it. If you have any other, keep on adding and here. So I'm removing this one. Now then is your output. So when user click on this, what should happen? If user clicks on this, sign up dialog box should open. Sign up dialog box should be displayed. And if you have any other scenario, you can keep on writing it. So this is your simple scenario which you have. I don't want to have any other, so I'm removing rest of the script. So here I'm removing it. So this is my feature. I'm testing a sign up button. Scenario is clicking on sign up button on homepage. Given is my precondition, user must be on homepage by clicking on this URL. User clicks on sign up button. This is my action. And then what should happen? Sign up dialog box should be displayed on the screen. So this is my complete scenario, guys. Now, if product owner comes here and product owner reads it, it's quite easy for him to understand. But as I've told you, it is easy for him to understand. It is easy for all non-technical stakeholders to understand it, but we cannot code this. This is not my code. I cannot automate this thing by just this English gherkin keywords. What I need to do is I need to write some step definition file which gonna define these into steps with the help of Selenium. How I'm gonna do that? First of all, we will execute this. What you need to do now is you will be right clicking on it, run this feature file. So you can click on run as Cucumber feature. This got executed and look at this. Yes, it will give you error because there is no step for that. But if you scroll up, get this, what options you are getting here. It is saying you can implement missing steps with the snippets below. And these are the steps you have. What you will be doing is copy this till here. You can copy this. So Control C from given @ till @ then. So you will copy this. Go to src test Java, right click on it, new. I'm creating a package for step definition. So I'm naming it as and in this step definition, I'll be creating a Java class. So class and name of this Java class will be, it could be anything, but I'm naming it as step definition. And there will be no main method, guys. So I'm going to finish this. So this is my step definition. Now remember, we copied some code from there. So I'm going to paste it here. It is showing you @ given when then is giving you error. You can just put your cursor over there and import them. So I'm importing all the options here and import it. Now guys, the best thing about Cucumber is that it is giving you even the definition steps. When you execute your feature file, you're getting the definition steps. Now you need to write code over here only. When I've written in my feature file, user must be on home page by clicking on URL and I pass URL. Instead of that URL, it is showing me string and I can pass any value over there. So it is giving me methods in such a way that I can even code it in my step definition file. I need not to write methods separately. I need to fill this thing only. Now I know that Now I understand the steps from feature file. As a tester also, it's going to be quite easy for me to write on the code because I need not to create anything. From feature files, it is already imported. I copied it here. And I know that first I need to check, I need to be on my home page. And I will write code for the same. That please open the browser, then open the home page of this website by passing the URL over there. That is how it is mapping your steps. From feature file, it is mapping all the scenarios, all the steps into step definition file. So here, first of all, I need to open the browser and then I can open the home page, right? So code will be system.set property, because browser we can open by giving your driver's location. So here I will write Webdriver dot gecko. I'm using gecko driver dot driver. If you're using Chrome, you can write Chrome here. So you can write Webdriver dot Chrome dot driver. If you're using Chrome driver, I'm using gecko, so I'm writing Webdriver dot gecko dot driver. Now after this, here you will be writing location of your gecko driver. So guys, yes, you should download gecko driver and you can put that gecko driver into your project also. How to do that? So I'm going to have gecko driver first. So Selenium WebDriver download, we'll go to this link over here. This is the official link for Selenium. You can scroll down and here you will see browsers. I'm going to pick gecko driver's documentation here. So Firefox, if you want Chrome, you can scroll further down and here you have documentation for Chrome. I'm picking it up for gecko. So here I'll click on documentation and these are the versions over here. You can click on gecko driver releases. We will scroll it down and it's going to give you options with all operating systems over here. I will choose it according to my operating system. If you're working on Mac or Linux, you can choose accordingly. If you're working on Windows, then you can choose this one. Click on this. We can extract gecko driver. So extract. As you can extract it at any location, I'm going to extract it on desktop just to show you that how to put it into your project. Now, I've already downloaded gecko driver. I've extracted it. Now I want that gecko driver to be in my project. In order to do so, I will find out the location of my project first. So I'll go to properties and you can click on this arrow sign here and you will be landed into your project. Here you can keep your gecko driver. Wherever you have downloaded and extracted it, cut it from there and paste it here. I'm going to paste it over here. So here we have our gecko driver. You can go to your project now, refresh it. So we can refresh your project and see. You will see gecko driver here. I got my gecko driver in my project and I can give location over here now. So here you will simply write gecko driver.exe because it is already in your project, in your home project. So you need not to give other paths over here. You can simply write gecko driver.exe because it is in your project. All right, so we open the browser. Now we need to type the URL and we understand if we need to type the URL, we have to use your browser's reference variable and then you can write reference variable.get and type the URL. But in order to do so, I have to globally declare WebDriver. D should be capital and I'm writing driver as reference variable. WebDriver needs to be imported, so I'll import it. And here now you can write down driver assign new Firefox driver. You can import it also. After this, now I want to open the homepage URL. For that, you will write driver.get and here. So driver.get, instead of passing the URL, I will write string. In my feature file, in given I've written user must be on homepage by clicking on URL and that URL got stored in a string. That URL, whichsoever URL is coming from feature file, please pass that over here and my driver.get will fetch the URL and open this website. This is how you can pass values to the input parameters in your method. Here it is already given. The same value which will be provided to this string will be provided to here and will be given to this particular string. And we already know in our feature file, here it is the complete URL of the website. All right. Our precondition is satisfied. We understood that. See how strategical and how organized it is now. In when we will write what action user is supposed to take. So here, I'm going to just remove this and I will write driver dot find element by dot. And let's see what is the element locator for sign up. So I'll right click on it, go to inspect, and ID is sign in to. So I'm going to copy this, go to the code. So by dot ID, in bracket, I will write down sign in to in inverted quotes. And what I want to do, user clicks on. So my action will be, and then dot, and action is click. So this is also done. User should be able to click on sign in button. So what should happen after that? Sign up dialog box should be displayed. This is my expected result. So in order to verify the expected result, first of all, I have to store whether it is displayed or not. So my sign up dialog box, let me take element locator for that. I'm taking selector here. And I want to see, so driver dot find element by dot CSS selector. And this is the value I'm taking for CSS selector. And I want to verify whether it is displayed or not. So dot is displayed. So if it is displayed, it's going to show me in Boolean. So I'm going to store the result in Boolean data type. So Boolean actual. So my actual result will be stored in actual here, whether it is displayed or not. And I want to throw assertions. So here you can write down assert equals. I want to check expected Boolean and actual Boolean. So I'm keeping this. Expected is expected. So my expected is true. And actual is already stored in actual result here. So true should be in lowercase. So this is how we work. Let's execute and see how it is working. So I can go to my feature file, right click on it, run as Cucumber feature, and see now the execution will start. See, scenario is clicking on sign up. It opened the sign up button. It verified because I have not said close the browser. That's why it's still open. I can go to my test case and see here. Scenario 1 passed. Given user must be on this. This is the step definition is mapped to it. So look at this here. This is the step definition. And for this, there is step. For this, there is step. So for every given, then there must be steps to map it. And this is how it got executed. See, your code is same. You're doing the same things, but now it is so organized and easy to understand, even for non-technical stakeholders. So you have feature file in which everything is written in given, when, and then. And you have created step definition file in which you have written your code according to the precondition, according to the actions and the output which you are looking for. So this is called complete test. You can completely write all the test cases in this format. This is how you can implement Cucumber. That's all for this video. Thanks for now.